The perfect woman. She's beautiful, thin, happy. We see her wearing makeup, spritzing perfume, posing for magazines, plastered on billboards, and even replicated in the form of a plastic mannequin. She's constantly flashed before our eyes, but we never question her. Instead, we subconsciously embrace her and allow her to revolutionize what it means to be a woman. Society manages to insert the ideal woman's body shape into most, if not all, media outputs. As a result, a continuous pressure on women to look, feel, and act like the perfect woman forms. This pressure for millions of young women nationally causes dire consequences, such as distorted body image and, consequently, an eating disorder. The definition of the ideal woman morphs with every new decade, and to this day, women are still judged for their shapes and sizes. According to Psychology Today, when flapper girls rose to popularity in the 1920s, their thin body shapes shaped the standards we set for women today. Similarly, in the 1970s and 80s, thin models appeared in ads, commercials, and modeling campaigns, much like they do today, and were heavily photoshopped. The need to feel beautiful by impossibly matching photo-edited supermodels brought back society's cultural pressures for thinness, and with it, increasing depression and unhealthy behaviors and stricter dieting habits. But how, exactly, is a body image dissatisfaction problem in the mind translated into such a severe condition like an eating disorder? We asked Dr. Anu Singh, a practice psychologist, about the transition.
Body image is formed through a complex interaction between psychological and social factors, where through that interaction we form and maintain our body image. Now, what happens is we internalize this idea that we are good as long as we meet some standard ideal of perfection. If we are not meeting that standard, then we're not good enough. The way one appears in general is constant comparison, constant judgment, and negative ideas and thoughts form.
In fact, Dr. Singh explained the demographics that dealt with these problems, citing that at least 70% of her high school patients came in for a body image dissatisfaction problem. Though we may not be able to see the effects of negative body image with our eyes, it is constantly felt around us. Cassie therapist Caitlin Eastland gave us insight into the impact of body image standards on girls at Saratoga High School.
At least 50% of the girls that I see have some kind of self-esteem issues, and a lot of times that is related to body image. I see a lot of comparing. You know, there's always going to be a part of your body or your appearance that you wish was different.
Valor High School junior Mia Pai is one of the millions of girls in the country who have been greatly affected by an eating disorder that stemmed from body image issues.
Honestly, I can remember when I was in elementary school and I put on a two-piece swimsuit and I was like, I don't look like those girls in the catalog. How do people go out throughout their day and not feel their stomach hanging over their jeans and not feel their thighs on the seat? And I couldn't even focus in class because that was all I could think about. For me, my liver was heavily affected, and so was my colon, so was my stomach, and honestly, those things are nothing compared to the gigantic toll it took on my brain.
As adolescents, we are at the epicenter of this issue, in direct contact with the affected daily. As the generation of social media users, we can do something to change the body image problem.
The most important thing for everyone to understand is this is not a problem which cannot be treated. But the sooner that you go and you get help, the sooner that you address this issue, then obviously the faster and the easier it is to fix it.
Women who are not affected can join together as one, and society can overcome perfect and normalize every beauty standard. And most importantly, if you or someone you know is affected in some way, please know that the media doesn't define you or any standard of beauty. Be yourself and be proud.
Once you start to see yourself as beautiful and start to accept the body that you're in, it's such an incredible feeling. And you don't think it's even possible. All I could think about was, is it even possible to love myself? How do people stay so confident? And I promise you, it's possible.